Bring new information on Detroit's filing for Chapter 9 bankruptcy to bring the city out of billions of dollars in debt.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. This decision did not come lightly, but was felt a necessary move by the governor and Detroit's new emergency manager.
7 Action News reporter Jim Kirshner has been on top of this story from day one. And Jim, what have you learned from the experts about this bankruptcy filing today?
Carolyn and Stephen, they knew this day was coming. They're surprised it's happening now. Remember, the emergency manager held talks just last week with Wall Street creditors, and then his team held a series of meetings with employee groups here at City Hall who are also creditors. They were discussing cuts in their pensions. They were discussing cuts in health care, and they're disappointed that this move is being made at this time.
Well, it caught us by surprise at today's meeting, and of course it's disappointing.
Governor Rick Snyder and Detroit Emergency Manager Kevin Orr may have been driven in part by lawsuits filed by the two employee pension systems and active and retired Detroit city workers, 3 lawsuits in all designed to prevent bankruptcy. The basis, public employee pensions are protected by the Michigan Constitution against cuts.
Obviously they're going on a different track. They thought it was necessary, but we in the pension system still believe that there's room for negotiations if they are actually serious.
Detroit's deficit is $18 billion, $11 billion of which is unsecured debt, and much of that is pension and health care underfunding obligations. That makes the future for 30,000 active and retired Detroit city employees uncertain now that their city is in bankruptcy.
Will this affect our working conditions? Will this affect pay, benefits? And will this affect pensions? Based on what we know, anything is possible.
We know at the end things will get better. Detroit will turn the corner. But how we get through it right now will be the challenge, and how Detroit can stay together and come together.
So here's where everything goes from here. There's a news conference at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning up the road on the campus of Wayne State University with the governor, with emergency manager Kevin Orr. They're going to have to make the case publicly that this is the best plan, this is the only viable plan, and that they hope to get this done. The timetable that's been kicked around here within the next year. Is that doable? We are live downtown. Jim Kirshner, 7 Action News.
Yeah, Jim, you said that lawsuit pending from the pension boards may have been what pushed the emergency manager's hand on this, but he had until Sunday, maybe even Monday, so why suddenly pull the trigger on Thursday?
We don't know that exactly, but we do know that this has been in the pipeline this week. The emergency manager's written request to the governor went to him 2 days ago on Tuesday. So they've had this in the cards for this week, and we believe, we don't have any confirmation, that hearing in that other lawsuit on Monday set for Lansing may have driven this to get this done by the end of the week. They happen to get it filed this afternoon at 4:06.